You're staring at your screen right now, aren't you? Telling yourself you're swamped with work, buried under emails and deadlines, but deep down, you know the truth. That notification ping just stole another 5 minutes of your life, and it's killing everything that matters: your focus, your drive, your relationships. Listen up, because I'm not here to pat you on the back or whisper sweet nothings about work-life balance. That's bullshit. You're not overworked, you're distracted as hell, and it's turning your world into a chaotic mess. Picture this: you're at dinner with your partner, fork in hand, but your mind's elsewhere, checking likes on that post, replaying a work email, or doom scrolling through endless feeds. You think you're multitasking like a boss, but you're just fragmenting your soul. And guess what? That distraction isn't just robbing your productivity, it's eroding the very foundations of your attraction dynamics and emotional bonds. Psychology backs this up. Studies from the American Psychological Association show that constant digital interruptions spike cortisol levels, making you irritable, disconnected, and less appealing to anyone who's trying to love you. Let's get brutally honest. You claim exhaustion from a 12-hour day, but half of it was wasted on mindless switches between tabs, apps, and thoughts. Shocking truth number one: your brain isn't built for this. Neuroscientists at MIT have proven that task switching costs you up to 40% of your productive time. Every ping rewires your focus, leaving you mentally fried without achieving jack shit. You're not tired from work. You're exhausted from the mental gymnastics of pretending you're in control. And in your relationships, it's poison. You're there physically, but emotionally, you're a ghost. Your partner feels it, the way your eyes glaze over mid-conversation, the half-assed responses. Attraction thrives on presence, on that raw, undivided attention that makes someone feel seen. But you're diluting it with every glance at your phone. Harsh realization too: this distraction is a choice, not a curse. You're addicted, plain and simple. Dopamine hits from social media notifications hijack your reward system, just like a drug. Research from Harvard's Center for the Developing Child reveals how these micro-distractions mimic addiction patterns, pulling you away from deep work and deeper connections. Think about it. You're choosing the quick thrill over building something real. In attraction dynamics, this kills the spark. Women, men, doesn't matter. People crave intensity, that locked-in energy where you make them feel like the center of your universe. But distracted you're broadcasting weakness, indecision, a lack of mastery over your own mind. It's unattractive. Brutal, right? Your excuses, "I have to check this email, just one more reel," are lies you tell yourself to avoid the discomfort of true focus. And here's the third slap in the face. This isn't just hurting your career or your wallet. It's sabotaging your emotional life on a cellular level. Emotionally charged behavior analysis shows that chronic distraction breeds resentment and isolation. You snap at your loved ones because your brain's overstimulated, then wonder why the intimacy dries up. A study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that phone use during interactions correlates with lower relationship satisfaction. Partners feel devalued, leading to arguments, affairs, or straight-up ghosting. You're not overworked. You're self-sabotaging, letting distractions dictate your mood swings and killing the vulnerability needed for real bonds. So what's the fix? Don't roll your eyes. I'm not peddling some fluffy app or meditation routine. The mindset shift is simple but savage. Own your attention like it's your most valuable asset. Start by auditing your day ruthlessly. Track every distraction, every scroll, every unnecessary check, and confront how it's stealing from your life. Then reclaim it. Set hard boundaries. Phone in another room during conversations. Work blocks without interruptions. Psychology tells us this rebuilds neural pathways for sustained focus, boosting dopamine from actual achievements, not cheap hits. Imagine the explosion. Sharper mind, deeper connections, attraction that pulls like gravity because you're present, potent, in control. Your relationships transform. You listen, you engage, you ignite passion instead of snuffing it out. Your work? It soars because focused effort compounds into results that make excuses obsolete. But here's the final gut punch. If you don't fix this now, your life stays mediocre, scattered, unfulfilled, alone in a crowd. Stop lying to yourself. Grab your focus back or watch everything crumble. Your move. You're still here, huh? Good, because we're not done peeling back the layers of why your life feels like a hamster wheel, spinning fast, going nowhere. You're telling yourself you're busy, but let's cut through the noise. Your distraction addiction is a thief, robbing you of the life you could have, the love you could feel, and the legacy you could build. It's time to face the mirror and stop dodging the truth. This isn't about time management. It's about owning your mind and, by extension, your relationships, your allure, your entire existence. Let's hit you with another hard truth. Your distractions are a defense mechanism. Yeah, you heard me. You're not just checking your phone or taking a quick break. You're hiding. Deep down, you're scared of what real focus demands: vulnerability, effort, the risk of failure. A 2019 study from the University of Chicago found that people often turn to distractions like social media to avoid the discomfort of tackling meaningful tasks or confronting emotional gaps in their relationships. You're dodging the hard conversations with your partner, your boss, yourself, because it's easier to swipe than to show up raw and real. That's why your life feels like it's stuck on repeat. You're choosing the safe numbness of distraction over the electric discomfort of growth. Here's the second punch. Your distraction habit makes you less attractive, and I'm not talking about your looks. Attraction dynamics thrive on emotional depth, on someone who's grounded, intentional, magnetic. But when you're distracted, you're sending a signal that screams, "I can't handle my own shit." Studies in evolutionary psychology, like those from the University of Texas, show that traits like self-control and presence are primal turn-ons. They signal competence, safety, power. When you're half listening to your partner, scrolling while they pour their heart out, you're not just rude. You're eroding the trust and desire that hold your bond together. You're making them feel like an afterthought. And no one, man, woman, friend, or lover, sticks around for that long. The brutal reality? Your distraction is a relationship repellent, pushing away the people that matter most. And here's the third wake-up call. You're not just losing hours, you're losing yourself. Every time you let a notification pull you away from a moment, whether it's a work project or a quiet dinner with someone you love, you're chipping away at your identity. Emotionally charged behavior analysis tells us that chronic distraction fractures your sense of self-efficacy, that inner belief that you can handle life's challenges. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Psychology linked excessive smartphone use to lower self-esteem and higher anxiety. You feel scattered because you are. Your attention's a patchwork quilt, and it's leaving you emotionally hollow. Your partner notices it, your colleagues sense it. You're not showing up as the powerful, focused version of yourself you could be. You're a shadow, and shadows don't inspire love or respect. So, what's the mindset shift? It's not about apps or timers. It's about reclaiming your power through ruthless discipline. Start by treating your attention like a muscle. Train it. Set one non-negotiable focus block each day, 30 minutes, no phone, no tabs, just you and one task, or one person. Research from Cal Newport's work on deep work shows that even short bursts of uninterrupted focus can rewire your brain for clarity and productivity. In relationships, practice radical presence. When you're with someone, be there. Put the phone face down, lock eyes, listen like their words are the only thing in the universe. This isn't just polite, it's a psychological hack. Studies from the Gottman Institute show that active, attentive listening boosts relationship satisfaction by making partners feel valued and understood. It's magnetic. It's sexy. It's the opposite of the distracted mess you've been. Imagine the ripple effect. Your work sharpens, your confidence surges, your relationships deepen because you're showing up fully. You're not just another distracted drone. You're a force, commanding attention, building trust, sparking desire. Your life explodes not because you're doing more, but because you're doing what matters with relentless intention. But here's the final kick in the ass. Keep letting distractions run your life, and you'll end up with nothing but regrets, a half-lived career, shallow connections, a mind full of noise. Stop hiding. Choose focus. Choose presence. Or watch your potential slip through your fingers like sand. What's it gonna be? You think you've got it now, don't you? After hearing all this, you're nodding along, promising yourself you'll change tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes because distractions are your comfort blanket, and ripping it away feels like hell. Wake up! This isn't a phase, it's a prison you've built, brick by notification, and it's locking out the explosive life you crave. We're diving deeper now into how fixing this distraction crap doesn't just tweak your day, it rewires your brain, amps up your emotional intelligence, and turns you into the kind of person who draws people in like a magnet. Brutal truth 1, your distractions aren't random. They're symptoms of a deeper emotional void you're too scared to fill. Psychology from experts like Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi and flow theory shows that true fulfillment comes from immersive, focused states, yet you're sabotaging that with constant interruptions because facing your inner emptiness terrifies you. You scroll to numb the boredom, the anxiety, the fear that your life isn't measuring up. In relationships, this manifests as avoidance. Instead of diving into vulnerable talks that could bond you closer, you check your feed, leaving your partner feeling rejected. A study in Emotion Journal links distraction to suppressed emotional processing. You're not dealing with feelings, you're burying them, which explodes later in outbursts or cold detachment. Shocking? You're not overworked, you're emotionally lazy, and it's making you repulsive to anyone seeking real connection. Harsh realization 2. This habit is aging you faster than stress ever could. Neuroimaging research from UCLA reveals that multitasking and distractions shrink your gray matter in areas controlling empathy and emotional regulation. You're literally dumbing down your ability to read people, to respond with genuine care. In attraction dynamics, empathy is king. It's what makes someone feel understood, desired, cherished. But distracted you miss cues, the subtle sigh from your partner, the unspoken need for reassurance. You're operating on autopilot, and autopilot doesn't win hearts. Behavior analysis shows this leads to cycles of misunderstanding, arguments over nothing because you weren't present enough to catch the buildup. You're not tired from life, you're worn out from a brain that's constantly rebooting, leaving you less sharp, less charismatic, less alive. And the third gut wrench, ignoring this won't just stall your progress, it'll cascade into regret that haunts you. Longitudinal studies from the Harvard Grant Study, tracking lives over decades, prove that deep, focused relationships are the cornerstone of happiness and longevity. Not money, not fame, but connections built on undivided attention. Yet your distractions are eroding that foundation daily. You'll look back at missed opportunities, the promotion lost because you couldn't concentrate, the love faded because you couldn't commit your mind. Emotionally, it breeds isolation. You push people away without realizing, then wonder why you're alone, scrolling through others' highlight reels while your own story flatlines. The takeaway mindset shift: embrace discomfort as your ally. Distraction thrives in ease. Focus demands grit. Start by weaponizing it. Every time a distraction tempts you, pause and ask, what am I avoiding right now? This self-interrogation, backed by cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, disrupts the cycle. Then, build rituals for presence. Morning focus sessions without devices. Evening check-ins with loved ones where you verbalize what you heard to prove you listened. Research from the Journal of Experimental Psychology demonstrates that such habits strengthen attention spans and emotional attunement, making you more resilient, more engaging, even more attractive. Watch the transformation. Your mind clears, decisions sharpen, relationships ignite with that raw intensity that sparks lasting attraction. You become the one who commands rooms, who makes others feel electric because you're fully there. Productivity? It skyrockets, turning overworked into overachieving. Your life explodes into purpose, passion, depth. But the final hammer blow? Keep drifting in distraction and you'll die with a phone in hand, full of unread notifications and empty of meaning. Fix it now. Own your mind, claim your life, or fade into irrelevance. Choose.